When I walked into that classroom, everyone went silent. Not because I was smart or confident, but because they had already decided I was a loser. Just a poor girl with cheap shoes and a thick accent. But today they all clap when I speak. Because I made it. And I made sure they saw every moment of it. If you've ever felt underestimated, laughed at, or told you'll never make it, this story is for you. Hit like, subscribe, and stay with me till the end, because this is about sweet, sweet justice. My name is Emily. I wasn't born into success. I was born into silence, struggle, and a world that didn't expect anything from me. I grew up in a small town with a mother who cleaned houses and a father who had disappeared before I could walk. We didn't have much, but Mom always said, "Your brain is your ticket out." I believed her, but the world didn't. When I transferred to a new school in 9th grade, everything changed. The kids were different. They had iPhones, brand-name clothes, and polished English. I had second-hand sneakers and a shy voice with a heavy accent. The first time I raised my hand in class, a boy named Jason laughed. "Can she even speak English properly?" he snickered. The class laughed with him. My cheeks burned. My hands shook. I wanted to disappear. That night, I cried. Not just from embarrassment, but from anger. Anger at being treated like I didn't matter. The next few weeks were worse. My accent became their favorite joke. They called me Dictionary Girl because I used big words, but sounded dumb. Even the teachers ignored me. They praised the loud ones. The stylish ones. Not the quiet girl in the back with perfect scores and bruised confidence. One day, after class, I overheard Jason and his friends. "She'll probably drop out next year. I mean, what can she even become? A cleaner like her mom?" That broke me. But that night, something inside me snapped into focus. I made a promise to myself. One day, they would regret every word. One day, I'd stand so high they'd have to look up to me. I stopped crying. I started working. Every night, after washing dishes and helping Mom with her cleaning job, I studied. I practiced my English in front of the mirror. I watched YouTube videos on pronunciation, grammar, and public speaking. I entered every essay contest I could find. I lost most, but I kept writing. I read books like they were oxygen. My vocabulary grew. My confidence? Still shaky, but stronger every day. By senior year, I applied for the biggest scholarship in the state, one that only 3 students would get. Everyone laughed. Jason actually said, "She thinks a maid's daughter can beat us?" But I had learned by now, doubt is just fear dressed as arrogance. The day of the scholarship interview, I walked into the room wearing a plain blue dress. My hands were cold, but my heart was on fire. One of the judges asked, "What makes you different?" I looked him in the eye and said. They laughed at my voice. So I studied until it became the strongest thing I had. They mocked my background. So I learned to carry it with pride. I don't come from money. I come from strength. Silence. And then applause. I got the scholarship. But that wasn't the best part. The best part was at graduation. They called my name. Valedictorian. Emily Parker. I walked to the stage. And the same kids who once mocked my English stood and clapped. Even Jason. Jason came up to me after the ceremony. "Hey, I didn't know you were that smart. Congrats." I smiled. I always was. You just weren't looking. He looked embarrassed. Good. That was the first time I saw regret in his eyes. And it felt right. Sometimes, the best revenge isn't anger. It's success. Not to show off, but to show up for yourself. Don't wait for them to believe in you. Become so good they can't ignore you. If this story touched something deep inside you, hit that like button. And tell me in the comments, have you ever been underestimated? Subscribe for more real, emotional, motivational stories to help you learn English while believing in yourself. Because your voice matters. And your story? It's just beginning.